Hey everyone, Beth Tuttle here. Today I'm going to talk about how our emotions can get trapped in our knees and what kind of emotions, what would that look like? If you think about our knees, they enable us to walk, to bend, to climb, to kneel, to dance, to move. We have to be flexible. And our knees are connected a lot to our ego and our pride. So if you are struggling with knee pain, even if it was from, you'll say, well, I had an injury and that's what it's from. I understand that. But if you're anyone with chronic pain, even if you had an injury, the pain can remain or stay or not able to move if there are any kind of emotions trapped around that, around the injury itself, what you were feeling at that time. So some of the emotions that could be trapped in our knees would be if you are really inflexible. It's hard for you to go with the flow of life. You feel like you're carrying a lot of blame for things, or your stubbornness, pride, afraid of moving forward, change. Knees are movement, moving forward. So some great questions to ask yourself would be, where do I feel stuck? What am I afraid to do? Or what's keeping me from moving forward? It could be in a relationship or a job, whatever that looks like. What is that? Just start really tuning in and tune into your knees. Maybe even place your hands on your knees and think about that pain and ask those questions, and you'll be surprised what starts coming up in your mind. What am I fearing? A lot of people have pain in their knees. It's always having to know what is going to happen next. So the fear of maybe not having control, again, goes back to not being flexible. So it's just a curious thing to really tune into that body part where you're feeling the pain. And today we're talking about our knees. It could just be one knee, it could be both knee, whichever it is. Just tune into that and start asking those questions, and tune in around the stubbornness, inflexibility, your pride, blame. Where are you feeling those things, or with who are you feeling those? And today, one other tip I'm going to give you is 2 acupressure points. Well, actually 3. I'm going to give you 3 tips that you could use if you are dealing with pain. And then in the next video next week, I'm going to do a whole tapping round on pain in our knees. So some points that could help relieve that pain are, one of them, if you kind of straighten your leg and you feel where your kneecap is, and then you have your knee, and then there's actually 2 bone ridges here. One of them is along the outside of your leg. You're going to follow up your leg, and the point is going to be right before you get to that knob or notch, that bone in your leg. So it's on the outside of it. That's one point, and you just massage. You could grab it on both sides. Just follow up and feel where that bone is. It's right below it on the outside of that knee. And you would just massage it in a circular motion. Again, if you're like, I don't know exactly what point you're pushing on, I always just it's very forgiving, take a few fingers and in that area, just massage in a circular motion. Do those nice slow breaths, 1 to 2 minutes. 3, if there is any pain, that means it's really stuck. I always tell you that if you push on a point and it triggers you right away with some pain, you need to move that energy. So you're going to move that. This will help with knee pain, inflammation, anything that's going on, tension in your knees. The other point is on the inside of your knee. So the same thing, you're going to see where your knee is, and then you feel those 2 bony structures. This is on the inside. Now these 2 points for me feel like literally if I press on them, it's bruised. It feels like it's bruised. So these could be really painful for you, and that just means obviously I don't have knee pain, but these points work for several other things too. It just means I need to move that energy. So again, very forgiving. You can take a few fingers and rub in that area. Now we're working on the inside of our leg. So you're just going to massage those. Again, 1 to 3 minutes. Those nice slow breaths. Get that energy moving, and you could do this several times throughout the day. And if it's really sore, I would recommend doing it a few times throughout the day so you can really get that energy broke up and moving, and that can help relieve that pain and inflammation and tension that you're holding in your knees. And one more is if you bend your leg right behind your knee, you feel that tendon. If you're on the well, it's behind your leg, and this tendon that's facing toward the outside, with your leg bent, if you just take it and you kind of like, I heard one person describe it like strumming a like an instrument, or something with a string. That tendon, you're just kind of pulling on that and putting pressure as you're pulling up, and that can help relieve some tension in your knees. So I hope you guys give those a try if you're suffering with any kind of pain in either knee or both knees, and really take time to reflect on your emotions. Like I said in probably all of my videos when I talk about pain in any part of our body, there's always some component of emotional, some form of trauma or belief that you have stuck that is keeping that pain stuck there in your body. So look into that, see what comes up for you, and check with me next week and you will find out how you can tap around that. Thanks so much for watching. If you love the video, I would love for you to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.